Our public speaking forum at Wenatchee Valley College is a way for us to assess whether the college is doing its job to help its students do their job of thinking critically and learning how to communicate to other people. So what we're after is giving students a chance to show us that they can think in a short period of time about a topic and prepare some coherent, logical thoughts about it that they can deliver to other people whom they don't know.
It's about public speaking and your interpersonal communication skills, how well you present yourself to others, and how well you speak in front of others.
Rape, murder, muggings, robberies, it's all at an all-time high right now.
Is equal opportunity still available for all in the United States? To answer this question,
oftentimes this is the first time these youth or young teenagers have been in a situation where they have to rely on one another to succeed or fail.
I think the students get out of it an understanding of the challenge of thinking quickly about a topic. They learn how important it is for them to be aware of current events and of topics in general, to think about them carefully. They get the confidence to present themselves to others in other circumstances. They get a little bit of credibility, I think, when they are on the point perhaps of applying for a position somewhere, or if they're looking to get into a graduate school or an undergraduate program after our college. One of the things about this program that I think is most important is that this year in particular, every student who takes any communication course, whether it's public speaking or not, has the opportunity and is actually expected to take part in the public speaking forum. So they are tested on the basis of their ability to communicate, even though when they get into the class, they haven't decided necessarily on their own that, hey, this is something I really want to do and I think I'll be good at.
I expect to gain more knowledge about public speaking. I'm very interested in public speaking and working with others. I want to become a nurse, and so I think that public speaking skills will help me very much with working with others and communicating and how to get across information in the appropriate way and to present myself in a proper way. Bobby had the first topic of Afghanistan.
Most magazines seem to make girls feel like they want to look like girls in the magazine.
Comes in. Is it all right if I write on the board before I start? Get out of here.
Look out.
In your defense.
Visual is just as important as the oral presentation.
Another unique feature of our public speaking forum is that we have involved members of the community. The local Toastmasters group has been a tremendous partner with us on this, and we have attorneys and business people and educational leaders, religious leaders, all kinds of folks from our community around here who have volunteered their time to help us assess our students.
Judges, being professionals, are expected to obviously be unbiased, obviously look at the criteria that it's innate to good public speaking. They themselves have these skills or they wouldn't be in the position they're in. Essentially, it's a cross-spectrum of talented local people who were kind enough to contribute their role model, categorical imperative to this program to give kids an idea of aspiration, an idea of expectation. They've all contributed and excelled in their field, and I think they probably, my guess is, it's a satisfaction of contributing to the lives of these young people and to the institution of Wenatchee Valley College, and bringing it way above the status of just another Me Too institution. This is one of the few schools, if not the only school in the state, that uses this as a parameter for achievement.
We have to break up a high school.
Can we find a seat?
89,
89,
79,
79,
77.
77.
Yelled at by other people, it wanders around loose, I don't know who owns it.
We will be looking for students who can communicate clearly. We have a set list of parameters we'll be looking for. The ability to begin a speech, give an intro, give a body of a speech, and then give a conclusion. We'll be looking at their body language, the way they express themselves. We'll be looking at the clarity of their thinking. We want to know if they can speak clearly and if they can think on their feet logically be able to argue well, be able to present their views in a clear way and in a concise way.
Their introduction, the body of the speech, their closing arguments, the content of the material and their viewpoints aren't going to be graded. Their time, their length, their body motions, how they use their hands, their appearance.
Does anybody know what those numbers represent? Pretty important numbers for this country.
Who's to say whose life has more meaning? What we do know is that we need to make the most of it. Thank you very much.
The judging went well. We had 4 students. All of them were very, very well prepared. One was outstanding, of course, and all of the judges, there were 3, enjoyed listening and participating.
Well, I think this is an incredibly valuable competition for the students. First of all, they get a combination of other students and working persons from the community as judges, so it lets them find out how they stack up as public speakers. And if they're in the communications field, public speaking is incredibly important. It also helps build leaders, because you can't have leaders unless you have people that can express ideas and express ideas on their feet, often extemporaneously. This gives the kids an opportunity to pick a topic that they weren't previously aware of, gives them the time to do some research on that topic and then prepare a 4.5 to 7-minute speech. So the value to the students is immense. As far as the judges, we're all finding, as one of the judges put, that what a fine crop of students these are, and we're happy to have them helping to pay our Social Security as we grow older. Really, though, all of us are here because we recognize how important it is for leadership, for college, to have someone here showing that it is important for these youngsters to be able to communicate. And they aren't all youngsters. But it is important to have someone here on a weekend showing that this is something that we do care about.
And it's such a great skill for young people to have, and it's also one of the most challenging things for people to do, and I think one of the most fearful things for people to do. So to see these young people get up here, have the opportunity to speak in front of a panel of judges, in front of their peers, is a great learning opportunity, and it's a skill set that they'll be able to take with them in whatever work or activity they do in life.
Here are